what we have studied? Taste of fat, taste of starch, and taste of protein. And today lecture, what we studied, vitamins and minerals and their source. And what are components of food? So there are major component of foods are, first is carbohydrates, next is fat, and next is protein, and next is roughage, and next vitamins and minerals. Carbohydrates, fat, and next is protein, and next is vitamins and minerals. Apart from these components, roughage and water are also components of food. So what do various nutrients do our body? What is the importance of carbohydrate? What is the importance of vitamins and minerals? And what is the importance of the fat? And what is the importance of protein? So carbohydrates are called energy giving food. So carbohydrates are called energy giving food. So carbohydrates and fat are mainly two components of food that gives us energy to do work. So these are called energy giving food. Carbohydrates and fats. So these are called energy giving foods. And next is protein. Protein is called body building food. Protein is called body building food because protein is used for repair of repairing our body cells and damaged cells. So these are called body building food. And next is vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals are called protective food. So vitamins and minerals are called protective food, and so these are very essential for our body. Vitamins and minerals are called protective food. And so first is carbohydrates. Carbohydrate and fat is called energy giving food. Energy giving food, and protein are called body building food, and vitamins and minerals are called protective food. Why we call vitamins and minerals called protective food? Because they protect us from many diseases. So these are called protective food. So these are major nutrients of our food. So fats and carbohydrates are called energy giving food, and protein are called body building food. Why fat and energy are called energy giving food? Because they gives us energy to do work. And protein are called body building food because they are needed for growth and repair of our body. So these are components of food. And next is vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals are called protective food because they protect us from many diseases. And out of fat and carbohydrate, which will give more energy, out of fat and carbohydrate, fat will give more energy as compared to carbohydrates. So in the figure 2.3, these are the sources of carbohydrates: sweet potato and potato, sugarcane, papaya, mango, maize, bajra, wheat, rice. So these are sources of carbohydrates. So you have to remember any 10 sources of carbohydrates. So what are the sources of carbohydrates? Potato, as shown in the figure, sweet potato as shown in the figure, sugarcane as shown in the figure, and papaya and mango, and all cereals just like wheat, rice, bajra, and maize. These are also rich in carbohydrates. So potato, sugarcane, papaya, mango, maize, bajra, rice, wheat, and sweet potato. These are 10 major sources of carbohydrates. These are the major sources of carbohydrates. So you have to remember 10 names of source of carbohydrates. And next is source of fat. How can we get fat? We can get fat either from the plants or either from the animal source. And what are the plant source of fat and what are the animal source of fat? So in the figure A, sunflower oil, mustard oil, coconut oil, soybean oil, till, groundnuts, nuts. So these are example of plant source of fat because these are obtained from the plants. And next is what are the animal source of fat? So the products obtained from the animal just like meat and ghee and milk and egg and fish and butter and milk. So these are all sources of fat. So you have to remember what are the sources of fat. Number one, plant sources. And second is animal sources. And what do you mean by plant sources? The, the component which are obtained from the plants are called plant sources. And the fats which are obtained from the animals are called animal sources of fat. So what are plant sources of fat? We can get fat from the sunflower oil, we use, and mustard oil, and coconut oil, and soybean oil, and nuts as shown in the figure, and groundnuts as shown in the figure, and till as shown in the figure. So you have to remember any five plant sources of fat. And what are the plant sources of fat? Mustard oil, coconut oil, soybean oil, nuts, groundnuts, and till. So these are plant sources of fat. And what about the animal sources of fat? So these are all products obtained from the animal, just like milk, butter, ghee, fish, meat, egg, cream. So these are animal source of fat. So you have to remember all these things. And so again, I'm repeating what are the components of food. First is carbohydrates. Second is protein. And next is fat. And this topic we are discussing about carbohydrates and fat. Out of carbohydrates and fat, which will give you more energy? Fat will give you more energy as compared to carbohydrates. As compared to carbohydrates. So carbohydrates and fat both are called energy giving food, but the fat gives you more energy as compared to carbohydrates. And what are the sources of carbohydrates? Potato, sweet potato, sugarcane, papaya, wheat, rice, mango, maize, bajra. So these are sources of carbohydrates. So you have to remember 10 sources of carbohydrates. Next is what are the sources of what are the plant and animal sources of fat? And what about the plant source of fat? the products obtained from the plants are called plant source of fat. And what about the animal source? So the products sunflower oil, mustard oil, coconut oil, and soybean oil. So these are products obtained from the plants. And what about the animal source? Meat, fish, ghee, milk, butter, cream. These are animal sources of fat. So you have to remember five source of plant source of fat and five animal source of fat. And out of carbohydrates and fat, which will give you more energy? Fat. Fat will give you more energy as compared to carbohydrates. So these are called energy giving foods. Carbohydrates and fats are called energy giving foods. But fat gives you more energy as compared to carbohydrates. Next is proteins. Protein is called bodybuilding food. Protein is called bodybuilding food because it repair damaged cells of our body. So protein is essential for our body. So protein is called bodybuilding food. And carbohydrates and fat is called energy giving food. And protein is called bodybuilding food. So what are the products which we get protein, from which we get protein? So these are two sources, plant sources and animal sources, from which we can get we can get protein. So what are the plant source of protein? Gram, moong, dal, beans, soya beans, peas. These are the sources of proteins. These are plant sources of protein. So we have to eat peas and gram and soya bean and moong dal. So because these are rich in proteins. And what are the products of protein in animal case? Paneer, fish, egg, meat, and milk. So these are the animal sources of protein. So what do you mean? From which we can get energy? Carbohydrates and fats. Carbohydrates and fat are called energy giving food, and plant what about the protein? Protein is called bodybuilding food because they repair the damaged cell of our body, and this is essential for our growth. So in the childhood age, we require more protein. So you have to take these sources just like milk, egg, soya bean, moong, gram, beans. So you have to eat these food items such that they can grow they can grow easily. So they are called body building foods. And what about vitamins? Vitamin is called protective food. And why it is called protective food? Because they help in protecting our body against diseases. And what about carbohydrates and fats? Carbohydrates and fats are energy giving food, and protein is called body building food. And what about vitamins? Vitamins is called protective food. So there are various kinds of vitamins: vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, and vitamin D, and vitamin E, and vitamin K. Out of these vitamins, vitamin B and C is water soluble. Vitamin B and C is water soluble, and vitamin A, vitamin D, and vitamin E and K are fat soluble. So vitamin B or C are dissolved in the water, so they are called water soluble. and other vitamins are called fat soluble. So vitamin B and C are water soluble. And there is also group of vitamins, vitamin B complex, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B3, vitamin B11. So these category or group of vitamin is called vitamin B complex. So what do we mean by vitamins? They are called protective food. And why they are called protective food? Because they protect us from many diseases. And there are various kinds of vitamin. Vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. And so there is also a group of vitamins of B, and this group is called vitamin B complex. Our body needs all types of vitamins in small quantities. As we know, carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, these are required in large quantities, but vitamins and minerals are required in very small quantities. So there are various kinds of vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, and vitamin D, and vitamin K. And so there is also category of vitamin B, and this is called vitamin B complex. And vitamin A, and what is the function of vitamin A, and what is the function of vitamin C and D? Vitamin B and C are, these are vitamin B and C are called water soluble, and other vitamins are called fat soluble. And what are the function of vitamin A? And what are the function of vitamin B, and what are their sources? And vitamins are required in very small quantities. So you have to remember vitamins and minerals, they are required in very small quantities. So in the figure 2.6, and what is are the source of vitamin A? What are the source of vitamin A? Papaya, from the carrot, and mango, and milk, and fish oil. So these are sources of vitamin A. So how this helpful for our body? They are useful for our eyes. Vitamin A is useful for our eyes. They are due to lack of vitamin A. There is a deficiency of disease, and due to this lack of this vitamin, eye diseases may be occur. So eye diseases may be occur due to lack of vitamin A. And from which source we can obtain vitamin A? Papaya, carrot, mango, and milk, and fish oil. So you have to remember 5 sources of vitamin A. And what are the source of vitamin A? Mango, carrot, papaya, fish oil, and milk. So these are source of vitamin A. And from due to lack of these vitamins, a disease occur. And what this type of disease occur? Night blindness. Night blindness is a disease due to which we cannot see anything at night. So these are the source of vitamin A, and due to lack of these vitamin, night blindness may be occur. Next is, what about the vitamin C? Vitamin C we get from the citrus fruit. Citrus fruit means खट्टे fruit से हमें vitamin C मिलता है. From citrus fruits we can obtain vitamin C. So just like amla, lemon, orange, tomato. So these type of fruits we can obtain vitamin C. And what is the function of vitamin C? It has body to fight against many disease. विटामिन सी से जो है हमें बॉडी से लड़ने की डिसीज से लड़ने की पावर आती है, तो फ्रॉम वी कैन ऑब्टेन फ्रॉम द विटामिन सी. And which type of disease occur due to lack of vitamin C? Scurvy. Scurvy is a disease due to lack of vitamin C. And what about vitamin B? What are the source of vitamin B? Wheat, rice, liver. These are the source of vitamin B. So again, I'm repeating. What are the source of vitamin A? Papaya, carrot, mango, fish oil, and milk. These are the sources of vitamin A from which we can get vitamin A, and due to lack of vitamin A we can get due to lack of these vitamins, and due to lack of these vitamins we can due to lack of vitamin A there is a disease, night blindness may be occur due to lack of vitamin A. And what about the source of vitamin B, and what are the sources of vitamin C, and what are the source of vitamin D? Vitamin D helps our body to use calcium for bones and teeth. And because vitamin C, from which source vitamin we can get vitamin C from citrus fruit, we can get vitamin C. And due to lack of vitamin C, there is a disease. Which type of disease? Scurvy. Scurvy is the disease due to lack of vitamin C. And what about the source of vitamin B? Rice, wheat, and liver. These are the source of vitamin B. And due to lack of vitamin B, there is a disease, beriberi. Due to lack of vitamin A, night blindness may be occur. And due to vitamin B, beriberi is a disease. And due to lack of vitamin C, there is a disease, scurvy. And what about vitamin D? Vitamin D is useful for bones and teeth. So these are the source of vitamin D: milk, butter, fish, egg. So these are the source of vitamin D, and vitamin D is essential for our bones and teeth. So this is essential for our bones and teeth. And from the lackness of vitamin D, there is a disease, rickets. Rickets may be occur due to lack of vitamin D. So there are different kinds of vitamins: vitamin A, vitamin B, C, D, E, and K. So B and C are water soluble, and A, C, D, E, and K are A, D, E, K are called fat soluble, and these are required in very small quantities. And what about vitamin A? From which item we can get vitamin A? Papaya, carrot, mango. These are the sources of vitamin A. And what are the source of vitamin B? Wheat, rice. These are the sources of vitamin B. Due to lack of vitamin A, night blindness may be occur. Due to lack of vitamin B, there is a disease, beriberi. And due to vitamin C, there is a disease, scurvy. And due to lack of vitamin D, rickets may be occur. So these are the diseases due to lack of vitamins. So what is the importance of vitamins? Vitamins fight with our body and prevent from our body from many diseases. And what about minerals? They are also required in very small amounts. So water, minerals and vitamins, these are required in very small quantities, and these are the sources of vitamins and minerals. And next is, our body also prepares vitamin D in the presence of light. As we know, in the sunlight, we can obtain vitamin D. And vitamin D we can obtain from sunlight. As shown in the figure, one person is standing before sun, and they are getting sun rays because they are getting vitamin D. And they due to lack of vitamin D, and there is a disease called rickets. And some sources of different minerals are shown in the figure 2.10. First component is carbohydrate, next is fat, and next is protein, next is vitamins, and next nutrient is minerals. So these are minerals, and these are iodine and phosphorus, iron and calcium. These are minerals. So these are the sources of iodine, salt, ginger, fish. So these are the sources of iodine. And what are the sources of phosphorus? Milk and banana and rice and wheat grain. From these are the sources of phosphorus. And these four are called minerals. And what about iron? And these are the apple and from the liver and the from spinach, and from these items we can obtain iron. And how can we obtain calcium mineral? From the milk and egg. From the milk and egg we can obtain calcium. So these four are called minerals: iodine and phosphorus and iron and calcium. So these are the sources of minerals. What are minerals? Iodine, phosphorus, iron, and calcium. And what are the source of iodine? As we know, from the salt, we can obtain iodine. And due to lackness of iodine, there is a disease goiter in the neck. And these are the sources of iodine from which we can obtain iodine. And what are the source of phosphorus? Milk and banana and rice and wheat grain. From these we can obtain phosphorus. And what are the source of iron? And spinach and the liver and the apple. These are the source of iron. And what are the source of calcium? Milk and egg. Apart from these nutrients, we have our body also needs dietary fiber and water. First component is carbohydrates, and then fat, and then protein, and then minerals and vitamins. Apart from these nutrients, we also need dietary fiber and water. What is dietary fiber? This is also called roughage. And how can obtain roughage? It is present in the whole grains and fresh fruits and pulses. From whole grains, pulses, potato, fresh fruits and vegetable. These are the sources of roughage. And roughage is also called dietary fiber. And what is the importance of dietary fiber? When we eat food, some part of the food remain undigested in our stomach. So they get rid of undigested food from the stomach. जब हम खाना खाते हैं तो खाना खाने के टाइम कुछ पार्ट जो हमारा खाना खाने का अनडाइजेस्टेड रह जाता है, जो डाइजेस्ट नहीं होता, तो डाइटरी फाइबर क्या करते हैं, वो अनडाइजेस्टेड फूड को हमारी बॉडी से बाहर निकालते हैं. And from which item we can obtain dietary fiber? Pulses, whole grains, potatoes, fresh fruits, and vegetables. These are main source of roughage. So these are main source of roughage. And roughage is also called dietary fiber. And what about water? What is the importance of water? Because it is essential component of our food. And what is the importance of water for our body? जो भी हम खाना खाते हैं, तो खाना खाने के बाद जो अनडाइजेस्टेड पार्ट है वो कौन निकालता है? डाइटरी फाइबर निकालते हैं. एंड पल्सेस, पोटैटो, होल ग्रेन्स, फ्रेश फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल्स आर मेन सोर्स ऑफ roughage. एंड व्हाट इज द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ वाटर? जो भी हमारे जो वेस्ट न्यूट्रिएंट्स होते हैं, जो हमारी अनवांटेड सब्सटेंस होते हैं, वो स्वेट की फॉर्म में बाहर निकालते हैं, वो कौन निकालते हैं? वो वाटर ही निकालते हैं। तो वाटर हेल्प आवर बॉडी टू एब्जॉर्ब nutrients from food. When we eat food, so water helps our body to absorb nutrients from food. When we eat food, then nutrients are present in the food, and they are, with the help of water we can absorb these nutrients. And what is the another importance of water? It also helps in throwing out some waste from our body. So it helps in throwing out waste from our body in the form of urine and sweat. So what is the importance of water? Firstly, when we eat food, the water helps our body to absorb nutrients from the food, and they also help in throwing out some waste in the form of urine and sweat. Or how can we get water? Either we can directly we can drink water, milk and tea, and in addition we add water into most cooked item. Let us see if there is any another source which provide water to our body. So can anyone get can let us see if there is any another source which provides water to our body. So these are the sources of water. So what is the importance of water in our body? Again, I am repeating, what are the major sources of components? First is carbohydrates, and next is fat, and next is protein. Carbohydrates and fats are called energy giving food, and protein are called body building food, and vitamins and minerals are called protective food. So there are various kinds of vitamin A, B, C, D, and K. B and C are water soluble, and other vitamins are fat soluble. And what are the source of vitamin A? From the carrot we can obtain vitamin A. Due to lack of vitamin A, there is a disease, night blindness. And due to lack of vitamin B, there is a disease, beriberi. And due to lack of vitamin C, there is a disease, scurvy. And due to lack of vitamin D, there is a disease, rickets. And due to and how from which we can obtain vitamin D, we can get vitamin D in the presence of sunlight. And apart from these nutrients, we also require dietary fiber and water. And what are called dietary fiber? Dietary fiber is called roughage. And what is the importance of dietary fiber? Dietary fiber get rid of undigested food from our stomach, and it can be obtained from the whole grains and pulses and potatoes, and fresh fruits and vegetables are sources of roughage. And what about the water? Water is essential for our body, and it is very essential for our body. And what is the importance of these components? These get rid of waste material from our body, and it also help us to take nutrient from the food, and from which we can obtain we can obtain water either directly from the water, or either in the cold drink form, or either in the fruit form. So we can get water. And what are minerals? There are iodine, phosphorus, iron, and calcium. So these are the sources of minerals. And how can we can obtain iodine? From the ginger, and from the fish, and from the salt, we can get iodine. And due to lack of iodine, there is a disease, rickets. And what about phosphorus? What are the source of phosphorus? Milk, and then banana, and then the wheat and the rice. These are the source of phosphorus. And what about the source of iron? And spinach and apple, and these are the sources of iron. And what are the source of calcium? milk and egg. These are the source of calcium. So you have to remember these food items rich in iodine, phosphorus, iron, and calcium. So these are minerals. So any query regarding this topic? Any query regarding this topic? Please ask your question. Any query regarding this topic?